Everyone says they want to change the world.
But not everyone will.
We are not everyone. Everyone says they want to change the world.
But not everyone will.
We are not everyone. Everyone says they want to change the world.
But not everyone will.
We are not everyone.
Briggs Trucking and Construction in Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
The Golden Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various high school activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more ways to win, more often. Our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say thanks for all you do.
Join the team and take on your legacy. Since 1862, the South Dakota Army National Guard has been ready to defend our freedom and our way of life. When our nation calls, we are there to help our friends, neighbors, and communities in the event of forest fires, floods, tornadoes, and severe winter storms right here in South Dakota. Now we want you to write the next chapter in our rich history of the South Dakota Army National Guard. Visit their Facebook and Instagram pages or nationalguard.com/SD.
The Pierre Fire Department has a strong and proud history of volunteering for our community since 1881. We have some great men and women who are serving our community, and we are always looking for more quality volunteers. No experience is necessary, as we provide training locally. If you are looking for the next adventure and an opportunity to serve your community, volunteer today. It's as easy as calling 605-773-74.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Riverview RV Park overlooks Lake Sharp on the Missouri River. They have all the amenities from full hookups, laundry, showers, dog park, play area, and free Wi-Fi. There's no need to drive across the country. When here in central South Dakota, you can find some of the best fishing and the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets. Call us today at 605-280-6266 or reserve your next camping spot online at briggsrvpark.com. Make Riverview RV Park your home away from home experience.
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
Scott Darnell with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email scott@LeeRealEstatePier.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality.
For a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford in Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
The sun is up and you are ready to put in a good day's work. Then this happens. Easy now. You're in luck because this week, Grossenberg Implement is offering an 8% discount on all battery chargers. Nothing gets done with your equipment just sitting around. 8% discount on all battery chargers this week at Grossenberg Implement, with 8 locations in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Sundance, Wyoming. Or check the Grossenberg customer calendar for details.
If you're hunting for a great deal on your next ride, get into Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. We're locked and loaded on all of our new and used inventory, like this 2018 Toyota Highlander, only $28,495. Looking for low price reliability? Try a 2011 Honda Accord for only $6,995. Who wants a loaded up truck? We have a 2014 Chevy Silverado 1500 LTZ for only $17,995. Get to Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 518 East Sioux Avenue. Call 605-224-7378 and visit GatewayFLT.com.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is your premier spot to watch all the sports, from your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a pizza, nachos, burgers, or one of our air-fried appetizers. Wash down the food with your pick from our array of premium beverages. Between the action, be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the games with us broadcast on liveticket.tv. The Fieldhouse in Pierre.
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Knowles wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30, foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Pierre will come back and set up Avery Kaiser on the outside left through the block, and that's down.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and DRGnews.com.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Dosey's Signs in Chamberlain isn't your run-of-the-mill sign shop. Todd and Doug take the time to listen to your needs and come up with an innovative and effective design to fit your budget and take your advertising to the next level. Dosey's specializes in any size or event sporting banners, storefronts and awnings, and letters or numbers for windows, vehicle boats, and enclosed trailers. Need something more flashy? We can do a vehicle wrap, illuminated signs, billboards, and LED lighting. If you can dream it, we can design and build it. Dosey's is a proud sponsor of local sports and communities activities.
A big test for Pierre Governor boys soccer. taking on a Yankton Bucks team playing very well. With a recent loss, they did not expect to Brandon Valley. They have come back well since then. And a team on which it is hard to score, but the Governors have one of the best goal scorers in high school soccer in South Dakota, and that's Cole Peterson. Quite a matchup today at the PILC Soccer Complex. It's the Yankton Bucks and the Pierre Governors. Hi, everyone, with Big Daddy Dave Williams, David Burrow. Pierre 6-3-1, Yankton 8-1-1, ranked 4th in the AA boys poll. Interesting match coming up and a challenge for the Governors, Dave.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, you've got a team that's just playing well, and you've been playing pretty decent, so something's got to give here today, and we're looking forward to seeing what the Governors can do against this Bucks team that's coming in and just wanted to keep things rolling.
Governors coming off their 3-2 win last Thursday at Brookings. Fell behind on that match, if you saw it, on a penalty, but later Cole Peterson scored twice, his 16th and 17th goals. Yankton, the Bucks in white tops with black numerals and black shorts. Pierre all in forest green. And we'll set the lineups as we move along. This is Ryland Dairy for Pierre, with intercepted by Ty Bindi. Brewers had it knocked down. I would imagine that if Pierre can, they'll try to attack, and they do anyway, at any opportunity they can, but you go against a team that is stingy defensively as this one, they'll look to take advantage of any of those opportunities they can have today. Here's a header that's out of play, and a very early corner comes up here for Yankton.
Yeah, and with the way Pierre plays, that they can strike so quick, you really want to be smart on those running guns that you pick with a team like this.
Off a set piece in front, the header is in.
And that's why corner kicks are so dangerous. That one was played to perfection. There was a lot of traffic in front, and A. Hartz, he had to try and follow the ball, which he did, and then just got tipped right by him.
Breland beats. Very early on. And Yankton has scored very early to break on top in the second minute of action. And trying to attack again. Alexander Knuckles, a midfielder wearing 1 in white. Bindi, the sophomore, wearing 4. William Pavlish, number 5, is a senior. Gavin Fortney, number 6, a senior. Ethan Yasada, senior, wearing number 7. Braylon Beats, the goal scorer, a junior, wearing number 8. Zach Hebda, a senior, wearing number 9. Jacob Kirchner, 10, he's a senior. Christian Schaefer, a sophomore defender, wearing 17. Gage Becker, a senior, forward, wearing number 20. The keeper is Zachary Loest, L-O-E-S-T. Pierre, led by Ryland Dairy, 9, and Cole Peterson, 11 up front. They have accounted in one way or another for most of the Pierre goals this year. Peterson with 17. But here's Yankton again. This is Hebda this time to try to start it, but the pass behind Gage Becker. That is Carson Ahartz, the keeper for the Governors, the junior. Caden Thompson, the junior. Nathan Ershman also starting. Thompson wearing 4, Ershman 5. Casey Brewers in the midfield, the junior, wearing 8. Devin Flottmeyer, the junior, number 10. Freshman Stephen Blanchett wearing 15. Jeremy Knigge, the senior, number 16. Cordell Schlickenmeyer, number 17 in green. And Spencer Taylor, number 22. Derry, of course, wearing 9. And Peterson with 11.
Brewers with a big kick there up and over the goal. And check that was Hebda that knocked that one over the end. And boy, these guys are fast, and they are very good at not only being fast, but controlling their passes.
Well, yeah, and fast as the Aberdeen Central team that these Governors saw, but they're right there with him. But here's a guy who's fast, and that's Cole Peterson. But 2 guys marking him. Again, not a secret here. They know that Peterson scored 17 goals. And they know that Pierre wants to make these long runs, especially now that they have given up the early one to Yankton. Temperature around 70 degrees. Beautiful early evening on this last full day of summer. Fall arrives in the 2 o'clock Central Time hour tomorrow afternoon.
So no way to get an extension on summer, is that what you're saying?
Do we want an extension on summer?
I do.
You do?
I do. I love the warm temperatures.
Oh, all right. Well, the summers you had growing up, certainly you'd want an extension on those.
Oh, absolutely.
There in far northern New York, you had some wonderful summers, I'm sure.
It's always fun along the river.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And of course, I spent a lot of that time on horseback, too. So
wow.
The hotter it got, that wasn't quite so fun.
Well, I was about to say, that gets a little tough when it gets warm.
Yes.
But you don't have hot days like happen here from where you are. But
no.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, it is Hebda trying to send it ahead again, and Yankton definitely has had more of the attack so far, having already scored off the foot of Braylon Bitts. Well, off the head of Braylon Bitts it was, off the corner.
Yeah, that was a great play. And when you get a corner kick, that's what you want to do. You want to take advantage of that traffic in front.
Beats, B-I-E-T-Z, Braylon Beats. He was the goal scorer for Yankton in the second minute. And Pierre having to find themselves trying to come back. Again, gave up the first goal last Thursday at Brookings on a penalty.
And the nice thing is, you gave up the goal. That's lousy. But you still have a lot of time to get back into this game. So you don't have to push. You don't have to rush. You can just play your game.
Since that loss we saw here to Harrisburg, the Governors have won 2 in a row. They beat Brandon Valley 3-0, and then the 3-2 victory over Brookings. They have wins also over Sioux Falls, Roosevelt, and Sturgis and Mitchell. The draw with Watertown that we saw here, they won the opener against Douglas Rapid City Christian New Underwood back on the 13th of August. 6-3-1. Here comes a second corner for Yankton. The in-swing again. They try to header again. This time, Gage Becker couldn't reach it. But another chance in front. Pierre trying to clear it out. Carnegie being bothered. And finally, they bring it as far as the D. But Yankton still will control, and just missing wide is Alexander Knuckles. And this is putting the Governors back on their heels early on.
It really is. That scramble there in front, they would have been better off just to tap it back to Ayers and let him pick it up and just clear it out, because that got kind of dangerous right there.
That's what Carnegie tried to do, I think, but just could not handle the ball. He saw Ehart's right in front of him, but ball still had a little spin. And here come Yankton again. They have definitely been the aggressor. 8-1-1. Number 4 ranked team in the AA boys poll. Again, 2 just enormous tests for the Governors. This match and then the top-ranked and unbeaten Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers on Saturday, and make it 2 for Yankton. Another header, this one from the side of the goal.
My goodness, what a cross that was, and Eharts thought he was in the clear. That header just found the inside of the post.
Zach Hebda makes it 2-0. Not even 8 minutes gone, and what a start for the Yankton Bucks.
And you would think, this is a fast team. They don't mess around, and that's kind of the way Pierre is too, but sometimes it's harder to play a team that's exactly like you are than a team that plays more deliberate.
But And not that Pierre's slow.
No.
Boy, you are right that Yankton is about as fast as the team as they're probably going to see. And they have shown it so far. Caden Thompson in some trouble, but regains it. Don't want to say desperate yet for Pierre. Haven't even played 10 minutes, but now 2 goals down. They've got to try to push it when they can. Not a time to take chances yet. There's a lot of the match to go, but you also got to possess the ball a little more than they have.
Yeah, you want to spend a little more time on the other side of the midfield stripe and try to get some opportunities there. That just has not happened so far.
Yeah, Cole Peterson has had 1 run so far, and that's it. Normally, he'd already have 2 or 3 in a good day, even at this point. But the ball at the end to our right, a lot. Beats in the second, Hebda in the 8th, both on headers, and it's 2-0 Yankton early on. Misses for Flotmeyer, trying to regain it and keep it away from Zach Hebda. And it'll end in a Yankton throw-in. Quick restart to take advantage while Flotmeyer was still adjusting his socks. And that, I think, is going to be a push on Matthias Preeble's come in. Certainly is. And a free kick here for Yankton.
Yeah, there's been a little bit of, pushing and shoving, which, within reason, they've been letting that go, but that one was a bit much, and he got called on that one.
Hebda, and a team with some size, too. Not only fast, but this team's got some size, this Yankton team.
They do.
Here stuck with a cross that little wider than Yankton wanted, and now they'll have a goal kick. Earlier on, in case you missed it, the Governor girls in Yankton, a goalless draw. Pierre is now at 7-3-1. Still should be in good position. Came in 4th in the seed point standings on the girls' side earlier today. They get 2 struggling teams to finish, both at home. Sioux Falls Jefferson on Saturday and Huron next Tuesday. But here's another reason this match is very important for the Governors. A big test, as we say. But right now, they are in 8th in the seed point standings. And remember, it's the top 8 that let you have the chance to host a first-round match. Peterson does have a run and just missed in an attempt for his 18th goal.
Considering the angle he had on the goal, he didn't have the best angle. He got a really good shot off and just missed the post.
He thought he had it. I think even Zachary Lose, the keeper for Yankton, thought he had it too. Instead, he'll commit a goal kick here. Well, from the Governor's point of view, yeah, it only takes one of those, or in the spot they're in now, it only takes 2 of those from Cole Peterson. So they know, they don't think, and they're right, this match is anything close to over. Derry with a good steal. Urshman. A little too much on that one.
Right idea, just a bit too much mustard on that shot. But this is what the Governors need to do. They need to take advantage of these, few breaks that they've had to get on down in the offensive zone and get some shots on net.
Yeah, as the saying goes, they've been popped in the mouth twice here with a couple of early headers.
A very opportunistic team. The Bucks, because they made those opportunities and they paid off with a couple of headers and a couple of quick goals.
Braylon Beats in the second. Zach Hebda in the 8th have Yankton with their 2-0 lead at the PILC Soccer Complex. And Yankton, we've mentioned that Pierre is 8th in the seed point standings. Well, Yankton's in a good spot at number 4. Sioux Falls Jefferson, we've referred to that unbeaten team that the Governors will see here on Saturday. They're number 1. Aberdeen Central is 2nd. Rapid City Stevens 3rd in the seed point standings. And then it's these Yankton Bucks. And again, Pierre at number 8 at 40.75, just ahead of Roosevelt, who was at 40. Now, Roosevelt's only 2-5, but the 5 losses have all been to very good teams, so that's why their seed point average is higher. Good steal here by Cole Peterson. He's 1 on 4, but he still has to send it toward goal.
Not a whole lot to do in that situation, being surrounded by that many defenders. He just did what he could.
Knuckles. And Ty Bindi. Hebda, who has one of the two, finds Knuckles again. Tried to send it in front, but it went over the goal line first. 2-0 Yankton with a couple of early ones. They've scored twice in the first 8 minutes here to grab the lead. Peterson trying to run again, but just too much traffic, and Will Pavlish takes it away. A little too far. Carson Ahart's able to take it. Miguel Manrique, first year as head coach of the Governors. Andrew Brown, Aaron Fable are his assistants. And Dave Dannenbring, the head coach for Yankton in his third year with a record of 23-15-2. Riley Smith, his assistant, but this is the best year in a while, and it may turn out to be the best one ever for Yankton boys soccer, 8-1-1. Bindi. Brewers couldn't stop it. And sent ahead, wanting to find Becker. Couldn't quite get a foot on it. Good through ball there from Beats. Now for the Governors, Peter Tomta, the senior, will come in, the defender. Wearing 6 in green. Milo Johnson, the junior, wearing 24 in white, comes in for the Yankton Bucks.
Yeah, easy to see why these guys are 8-1-1. Not only are they fast, but they control it, they use it to their advantage, and they just make their own opportunities.
And again, I'm going to bring it up just because you don't see all the time, especially at this level of high school soccer, you don't see a team with this much size all the time. I mean, big guys.
They really are. It's amazing how many big guys they have out there. You expect a couple here and there, but when most of the team is that big, it's just kind of wows you.
And you combine that with the running they do, and yeah, send in front. Ahart's had to take it there. Derry will try to start something for Pierre. Oh, look at Johnson get back to cover him up. Speaking of guys that are hard with which to catch up, that's Ryland Darley, and Milo Johnson just did it. Beats impeded. Still came in front. What are they going to rule here? They stop play. Did they go over the line?
I don't know if they called it a handball. I'm not sure. It was kind of hard. His back was to us, so I couldn't see the call that great.
I guess so, because it's going to stay with Yankton. Johnson dealing with Derry again. Ryland wins out this time. Wants Peterson, and here he comes. Has the goalie beat and just sent it wide.
Oh, my goodness. That's two. This one on the other side of the net, just missing the post.
Well, he made Zachary Loest commit.
He did. He pulled him out, got him out of position, and he had the whole goal and just missed it.
Well, Pierre's got to be thinking it could just as easily be 2-2 right now. And Yankton still pushing whenever they can. And you may hear Dave Dannenbring, the head coach, saying, yeah, just keep pushing it here. I know we're ahead, but these guys do have number 11 in green, remember. And Derry 9. And guess who he tried to find? And yeah, everybody knows that's what Pierre does. But it's amazing how often that works, that long pass from Derry to Peterson.
Yeah, sometimes it's just hard to stop. You know it's coming, but you just can't do a thing about it. And boy, and that's the thing with this Yankton team. They are aggressive. They are pushing, but they're not pushing so hard. They're making a lot of mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
They're right on that edge where they're push, and making those things happen that they want to. And right now, they gave up a couple of opportunities to Peterson. He just couldn't cash in, but there haven't been a lot of those.
Since 2014, a Pierre boys team has only beaten a Yankton boys team one time, and that was at Crane Youngworth Field in September of 2015, a 3-1 Pierre win. Well,
how about that?
Yeah, it's 5 unbeaten for the Bucks against the Governors since then, 3 wins and 2 draws. Becker. Out here for Yassat. And a shot that Aharts is easily able to handle, the first save for either keeper. Braylon beats in the Zach Hebden in the 8th minute for Yankton. Both on headers. The first one was off a corner. A 2-0 Yankton lead. Cole Peterson has had 2 wonderful chances for Pierre, but sent both just wide. Governors can clear that out for a throw-in. And as assistant coach Aaron Fable handled it, he fell over an equipment cart, but he's okay. Aaron, Aaron's part of the YMCA,
That's
so
right.
he takes care of all that stuff. Aaron's probably in the best shape of anyone in Pierre.
The question is, how is the cart? That'd be more pertinent.
Yeah, Aaron's up and fine, but yeah, they pushed the cart back. The cart didn't want to be embarrassed.
No, it turned red.
That's right. Derry taking it away. You know what he's thinking. Some help from Brewers. Well, Peterson with a little bump. He's allowed, but look at all the Bucks drop back still. It's right on goal, and Loest has to stop it for his first save, but Peterson's now had all 3 Pierre shots.
Nice hard shot there. Just he was so far out. The goalie got a good look at that one.
Zachary Loest with it's a black goalkeeper's jersey, but stylish. He's got stars on the sleeves. Pretty neat.
Nice and fancy, but it's got to be kind of toasty on a day like today.
Yeah. Yeah, the keepers like it when it's cooler. They have to wear those long sleeves and those gloves all the time. Well, here is a 3rd corner already for Yankton.
We've seen this could be a dangerous situation.
On the in-swing, it's off of, don't be confused now, Cole Peterson, Pedersen for Yankton.
And not as much traffic in front of the goal on that kick for Yankton, so.
Milo Johnson. This is Cole Peterson. Peterson of Pierre is Peterson. Derry trying to take it away again. Does. And guess who he finds? Here's Cole Peterson, who's had 2 great chances already. Nice block there as Ty Bindi got back.
Yeah, he was positioned well. Peterson was looking for that shot, got it off, but yeah, Bindi right in the way.
We move our way through the first half of the PILC Soccer Complex. Boys action, Yankton 2, Pierre 0. Beats and Hebda, who are here in front of us, two of the three players waiting to come in there, the goal scorers. Both on headers, both very early. They scored within the first 8 minutes of this match. And Pierre's chances have been on the long through balls from Derry to Peterson. They have not really been able to set up anything hardly at all. It's Yankton, like this, doing so. In front, but Eharts is able to take that in for his second save. Four shots for Yankton, 3 for Pierre. Milo Johnson again. Looking for Cole Peterson a little wide, and ends up being a throw-in for Pierre, who brings in Elias Gilk, the junior, wearing 7. Caden Eharts, the 7th grader, with a chance to play. Pierre in green, Yankton in white and black. Flotmeyer's throw. Instead, it's Christian Schaefer to control for Yankton. And again, Pierre not completing, it seems, more than one pass and maybe two. Johnson. Sent right back out by Cordell Schlickenmeyer. Bindi will run it down. Hebda, they'll try to start something again. Oh, nice play. Schlickenmeyer, good tackle. To force it out. Then, how about that? It went off of the Yankton player, Hebda.
Break there for Governors on that play. He was just trying to clear it out over the goal line.
But again, Yankton, as they are seeming to every time, in the way of a long ball. Can Caden Eharts catch up in the corner? Not quite. And I'll just give the Bucks a chance to start again. I don't know, 70-30 you would imagine, maybe more than that. Possession in this match so far for Yankton, maybe 80-20.
Yeah, I would say so. Boy, the Bucks have just been all over the place, and unlike, in the earlier game, we saw a lot of play on the other side of the field. But this Bucks team, they move it all over the place. Mm-hmm. They don't mess around in any one spot. They just keep that ball moving.
Nearing the end of the 27th minute at the PILC Soccer Complex. That's Big Daddy, Dave Williams. I'm David Pearl. Glad to have you with us at GoGovs Live on the River 92.7 page at the DRG News app and at drgnews.com. Plenty ahead for you this week. If Yankton would stop all this attacking, we'd have a chance to tell you about it. But here they come again. Staying with it is Ethan Yassat, and back in front, and again, it's Carson Eharts that has to make a stop. He's already made 3 saves.
This is going to be a day where he is going to be very busy.
Minute 28. Well, what's ahead this week? We've told you about soccer, but it's Pierre and Yankton again. This is football. Friday night, it's football. And a big game for both teams. Pierre 3-1, Yankton 2-2. They'll meet at Crane Youngworth Field in Yankton on Friday night. 6:30 is when things get going on GoGovs Live and on River 92.7 and on the River 92.7 page at the DRG News app and at drgnews.com with Brian Oakland. Pierre coming off that 43-0 victory in Douglas last Friday night after the offense had sputtered against Sturgis. Well, it didn't last Friday. against a struggling Douglas team. The Governors scored on 7 of their 8 first-half possessions and made sure it was a running clock in the second half. And Matthias Preble a little frustrated. He wasn't sure that foul should have been called, but Knuckles will start it again quickly, but that one's just a little too far. Good ball there, but Aharts is able to handle it. So that's on Friday for Governor football, and then more Governor soccer action here on Saturday. Online, Sioux Falls Jefferson. It starts with girls action at 1 o'clock on Saturday, and then the boys against the top-ranked Cavaliers at 3, and we hope you'll be with us then. Yankton in attack mode. They have been from the start. They scored twice in the first 8 minutes. And not letting Pierre complete many plays at all, not so far anyway. And we say that, Cole Peterson has had 2 just fantastic chances, but just wide on them both. He's about to come back in. He will when the opportunity is afforded to him. But not yet, as Knuckles controls for Yankton. Wants to find Beats, but too far, and a pure goal kick, and now Peterson can come back in, along with the junior Landon Bertram entering for the first time. Caden Aharts comes out. He did have 1 run down the left flank in Peterson's normal spot. The set play here. Derry to Peterson. He does have Bertram ahead. But Peterson's just going to try to use the speed to outrun everybody. Help from Preble. But again, that's the most number of passes I think Pierre's been able to complete all day.
Yeah, this defense has just been swallowing them up, and they finally did again there. Didn't let them get too deep into the offensive zone.
Dave Dannenbring, the Yankton head coach, yobbing for a handball. He might have been right, but they let play go on. Pierre trying to clear. They do. But it comes right back to Bindi, who's been in the way a lot of Pierre through balls already. This will be a Yankton throw, as this match so far has really been all theirs, although, again, with the 2 chances that Peterson has had, they've got to feel it just as easily could be 2-all as still 0-2 down. Nathan Ershman back in for Pierre. Gage Becker is back into the Yankton lineup. We're in the 32nd minute. Just under 9 minutes remain in this first half. Well, not everyone's ready. Substitutions were coming in. Not everyone was set, so they're going to make Pierre take that goal kick again. Braden Beats in the second. Zach Hebda in the 8th minute. The goal scorer is for Yankton. Derry, stopped nicely. Will Pavlish. And Derry stopped right in his tracks, is just now up. More frustrated than anything. I think it's cleared. That is Kaniga back there off a very good opportunity. Hebda was close to it again.
Yeah, good job of getting right in the way of that shot.
Peterson wants to find Bertram. Almost reached it. Derry's there to help and finds Peterson again. Right-footed shot, but this time Zachary Lost handles it with no issue. Although that's 4 shots on goal already for Cole Peterson. But it's the visiting Bucks, who've lost only once in 8 previous matches to Pierre, and not for 6 years in boys play, who have the early lead. The goals were early. Peterson from Derry. The left footer had a lot on it.
Yeah, not a whole lot there for him either. He had 3 Buck defenders right there, and you just, take those shots that you have in front of you, and if it works out, you just got to keep attacking. That's all they can do, just not try to do too much, but just kind of chip away at this lead.
Well, they've seen already. Yankton is just not going to allow them probably to try to control the ball and play some slower, as you said earlier, European-style football. And that's not the way Pierre really plays this season anyway, but Yankton's certainly not allowing them to do it.
Yeah, this is a team a lot like Pierre, where it's a go, go, go offense. They move the ball and spread it around the field, and just look for those opportunities that spring up. And for the Governors, they're just going to have to take those chances that they have. And, this is where the home run ball kind of comes in handy, because that's about all you're going to get against these Bucks.
And literally so far, it's all they've had, yeah. Again for the boys at Sioux Falls Jefferson here on Saturday, and they're unbeaten, as we say, number 1 in the seed point standings. The final home game is against Huron, and that's the first game next Tuesday. The girls play second. Huron is 3-5-1 right now. And again, we mention this because Pierre starts today 8th in the seed points standing. Still hoping for a home first-round match. But to do so, you would think they would either have to win this one or pull off the surprise against Sioux Falls Jefferson. Otherwise, they're probably going to have to be on the road.
Yeah, these last few games, very important. So you just try and, like you said, grab these points here and there when you can.
Derry. That didn't get away with the last push. It's who gets caught throwing the last one, apparently, just like in any other sport.
Yeah, absolutely. You're the last one they see. Guess what? You're the one that did it.
Because Will Pavlish got one in first, but he ends up with a free kick. Preble trying to catch up with Yassat. Good left foot by Yassat, but right to Carson Ahars' its breadbasket.
Yeah, boy, did he get a bunch on that. Ahars had to double clutch that one to make sure he didn't give up a rebound.
No, he's had to make 4 saves, Carson Ahars has already. Yankton has 6 shots. Pierre has 5. So what we thought we would see, aggressive offense from both sides, we have seen. But it's been Yankton with the 2 early goals and a lot of the possession in this first half. In its later stages now. Bindi pinching up from the defense. Regain it. Hebda just stayed onside there, and that'll end up in a corner kick for Yankton. It'll be their 4th. They scored off their first.
They're going to want to get a lot of traffic in front. The last one they didn't. The first 2 they really did a good job.
Bit of an outswing. Yassat took the corners, tried to send it back in front. Becker, couple of deflections, and very high kick there by Pavlish. And he'll in with a Pierre goal kick. First half in its very later stages now at the PILC Soccer Complex. Hebda knocking it down. Devin Flottmeyer trying to chase it back down, but it ends up in a Yankton throw-in. You play a team like this when they're playing like they do, throw-ins can be dangerous as corners. Pierce survives it this time. Bertram almost caught up. That was a good plan. We're in the 39th minute now. Just under 2 minutes to play in this first half. And Yankton, and to their credit, since scoring twice early, has not let off. They're not standing back and sitting on a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, with the way these guys play, I don't see that being something that they do.
I don't think so either. Sent in front and just a little bit wide. Bertram couldn't stop it, but fortunately for him and Pierre, he didn't have to. Well, we near the 40th minute. That Yankton, even though the shots are close, Yankton has really had a lot of the better of the play. This is for Peterson, who just saw it at the last moment after discussing with the bench. Hebda sent it back down deep. Cleared out. Top tip. And then sent down is Pavlish by Landon Bertram. Knocked down. And at the horn, it went in, but you heard the horn go before the ball went into the net. Yankton trying to root for that to say, no, that counts. No, not when the horn goes.
No, just because the shot was gone by the horn. It's not basketball.
Yeah, right. But Yankton, as far as the first half went, didn't need the help of that one because they had headers in the second minute from Braylon Beatson, in the 9th minute from Zach Hebda, and at the half in boys soccer action of the PILC Soccer Complex, the Yankton Bucks have a 2-0 lead over the Pierre Governors. We will take a 3-minute break and then come back and look at some first half numbers. And you're watching Pierre Governors Soccer on Go Govs Live and the River 92.7 page at the DRG News app and at drgnews.com. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
At DK Auto Repair in Pierre, we take pride in our fast and professional auto service. Our well-trained techs specialize in transmission repair, tune-ups, brake service, suspension engine repair, auto diagnostics, and general maintenance repairs and oil changes. Making sure you and your family get from point A to point Z and all points in between is what motivates us to provide you exceptional service. At DK Auto Repair, we proudly support every Pierre Governors event, the students involved, and their families.
Of all the things you can teach a child, how to handle money is one of the most important. Their knowledge, discipline, and control in the area of money will follow them wherever they may go, and in every area of their life. Teach them the facts of money. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
This is Randy Schumacher, owner of Capital City Monuments. When the time comes for you to consider the purchase of a memorial, be it ahead of time for yourself or for a loved one who has passed, I am here to help. I have 27 memorials on display in my office. We can design the memorial together when you visit. My reputation has been built on integrity, trust, and caring service to families. I am located across from Hardware Hank on Main Street. Thank you for the opportunity to serve you and your family at Capital City Monuments.
Briggs Trucking and Construction in Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
It is a deficit for the Pierre Governors in boys soccer against the Yankton Bucks, who scored twice in the first 8 minutes on headers by Braylon Beats and Zach at 2-0. Yankton leading Pierre at the half in boys soccer at the PILC Soccer Complex. Back with Big Daddy Dave Williams. I'm David Burrell. Mr. Caleb Brozick taking care of the video today. The numbers aren't a great deal different. Yankton with 6 shots, Pierre with 5. 2 saves for the Yankton keeper, Zachary Los, but 4 for Pierre's Carson Aharts, but 4 corners for Yankton. And they had the early goals. Cole Peterson with 2 outstanding chances for Pierre, but Yankton possessing the ball, Dave, so very well in that first half.
Yeah, they just controlled the flow of play. I mean, they are a fast team. It's unbelievable how fast they are, but they also can control the ball, and they use the entire field. They're not sticking to one side. You know, if there's something open somewhere else, that ball's going there, and it's going there quick. And they're really, those corner kicks, they got a lot of traffic in front. They got the headers where Aharts, there was nothing he could do. And it's just amazing. I mean, when you've got 2 teams that are run and gun, but there is the difference where the Bucks have been able to control the ball. They've been able to control the play and not give much to the Governors other than a couple of quick strikes and opportunities here and there.
Yeah, Cole Peterson, as Pierre is one to do against anybody they play. They try that Derry to Peterson long combination, and again, Pierre has to be thinking it could just as easily be 2-2 because Peterson, after a couple of quick runs on feeds from Derry, sent 2 just wide of the goal.
Yeah, he just missed both posts on the right and then on the left on consecutive opportunities, and not by much. I mean, yeah, it easily could be tied up at 2, and the Governors would, be in a better position here in the second half. They're going to have to try to create more of those opportunities and get something by Lost in goal.
Well, trying to control the ball, we have seen that is just not happening for Pierre, and I don't think that's a fault of their own. It's just a Yankton team that, again, with the size, I keep referring to that, but it also helps with your marking, too, along with the other things. You get a guy in front of you who's 2 or 3 inches taller than you are, and it seems that's where Yankton is in most positions.
Yeah, it makes it tough. They've done a great job of just, controlling the ball, marking up Peterson and Derry, and just, they've given up a few opportunities, but all in all, over that first half, they really didn't give up a whole lot. They just really kept things down here in the Pierre end.
Girls action, if you missed it earlier, a goalless draw between Yankton and Pierre. The Governors are now at 7-3-1. They did outshoot Yankton in the match 9-2. But a game where, and credit to Yankton for doing the job and holding Pierre down, but the Governors, they may feel like they could have been a little more aggressive in that match and may have had a result if they had.
Yeah, I mean, they really waited till late in the second half to really kind of do that soft push that they do. And I think if they could have maybe done that a little bit earlier, been a little more aggressive. I mean, I know they're not a big aggressive team. They're more deliberate in their attack. But they could have walked away with that one, as Yankton just they were going for the home run passes. And then all of a sudden we saw at the end, the field tilted the other way, and Yankton was getting some good opportunities.
Yeah, one wonderful chance very late for Cora Sherman sticks out in our minds, but she couldn't score. And the Governors, with the draw, still in good position. They still should have a home game in the first round of the playoffs. Started the day as the number 4 in the C point standings in girls. But again, it's so important for Pierre. They're number 8 starting this day in the C point standings in the boys. So you've got to imagine they need a win either today or on Saturday against Sioux Falls Jefferson. In either case, most people would consider that a surprise. But if they can't win either of those two, it's probably to the road for the first round of the playoffs for the Governors. Start thinking about that, because after today, only 2 regular season matches remain. And the Governors are in a 2-0 hole with the second half coming up for you from the PILC Soccer Complex. You're watching Pierre Governors Soccer on GoGovs Live and at the River 92.7 page at the DRG News app and at drgnews.com.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
The Golden Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various high school activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship, and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more ways to win, more often. Our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say thanks for all you do.
Here comes the second half of the PILC Soccer Complex. Here in a 2-0 hole. 2 headers in the first 8 minutes went in for Yankton. From Braden Beats in the second, Zach Hebda in the 8th. Cole Peterson for the Governors had 2 great chances to score, but couldn't convert on either one. And the second half begins with Yankton with it. White tops, black shorts, a little bit of red in their uniforms too. Red and black, of course, the school colors. Pierre all in forest green. As Yankton tries to hold on or build, Pavlish for Jacob Kirchner. Wants to find Fortner, and Gavin catches up with it. Not a bad angle, but caught off pretty well there by Caden Thompson.
Yeah, quickly, the Governors had the kickoff, and Yankton right again turned it around, got an offensive opportunity right there, just ran out of room.
But it ends in yet another corner. They had 4 in the first half. Here's another, but it comes to A-Hearts.
Great position right there for A-Hearts on that one. Another header, but he was right there to snatch that one up.
So the 7th shot is another header for Yankton. Both of their goals have been on headers. And, of course, the first one was off their first corner. Pribble.
Come on, Nat, work back now.
But instead, it's a Yankton team that continues to be aggressive. Fortner. Good ball. Becker catching up with it well. Becker again dealing with Schlickenmeyer, but it comes right to A-Hearts. And A-Hearts taking a little time, so the Governors can catch their breath. You have to, when you defend this much, it can take it. It's like American football. You have to defend so much, it takes it out of you.
It does. It wears you down, and good job there by Ahart's giving his guys a chance to get a little breather and get set up and then punt it away.
Blanchette trying to take it away, and a little bit of a high kick leads to a Pierre free kick. Derry trying to control, can't. Alexander Knuckles instead, 1 in white. The regained at Stephen Blanchette for the Governors. For Peterson, but the collision there, the whistle finally coming from Dan Fieldson to lead to a Pierre free kick. The first opportunity of this kind on a set piece for the Governors today. They barely had a chance to set up at all in the Yankton end. They do here. Will it be Derry? Will it be Peterson? And Dan Fieldson making sure that the wall is far enough behind. It will be Derry right into that wall. Thompson. Hirschman. Oh, taken right away nicely by Kirchner. Nice move to break away from a defender and find Gage Becker. Return for Kirchner, but no teammate in front. Jeremy Kaniga starts again for Pierre. Peterson trying for some space. Down the right flank. Trying to regain his angle. Great play by Pavlish. Looked like he had the ball first. Are they going to say not? That was close.
Yeah, that was tough to see from this angle. It looked like he did have the ball, but must be he got to the feet first.
Maybe he got the cleats high. Well, it's led to a yellow card for Will Pavlish. So he is out and Milo Johnson is in. They don't lose a lot, as we saw. In fact, they don't lose anything. Johnson made some good defensive plays and good runs in the first half, but Pierre with another free kick as Cole Peterson collects himself.
This is where that height comes in handy with that wall in front of Peterson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Derry kicked it right into the wall in the free kick a moment ago. This cross is good. Blanchette couldn't get a lot on it and cleared away. And at the other end, a streaking Gage Becker. Not the numbers, and Cordell Schlickenmeyer did well to catch back up to that, although it will end in another corner kick. That's going to be number 6 of this game for Yankton.
Yeah, Becker didn't have any help going down there, and he just kept taking it deeper and deeper until they had to make a play.
Yassat for Becker. Hirschman couldn't clear it out. And sent wide, and a goal kick for Pierre. But shot number 8 for Yankton. 2-0 Yankton, as you see. The goal scorers on headers. Braylon Beats 2nd minute, Zach Hebda 8th minute. So it's been 2-0 for a while. Cole Peterson had 2 great chances for Pierre in the first half. Set up by Derry, will try to do so again, but it won't make it to Cole this time. Yassat. Kirchner. Gained by Beats. And now by the Governors Hirschman. Jeremy Kaniga just out-muscled to that one by Milo Johnson. And then off of, looked like Kaniga, but he was the one who threw it in. That was right in front of us, but
that was a quick pickup and throw it in.
Yeah, before anyone could change their mind. But no opportunity there for Peterson. Schlickenmeyer knocked that down, but Yankton will have a throw in. Becker's in the corner. Deflected, but deflected by Pierre. And corner kick number 7 comes up for Yankton. They had 4 in the first half and 3 already in the first few minutes of this second half. But this one right to Aharts. 47th minute at the PILC Soccer Complex as Yankton continues to lead 2-0. Hirschman looking for Derry and finds him. He tries to find Peterson, but Yankton anticipated that well. Becker, a little bit of a slip. Schlickenmeyer bothering him, but it's a Yankton throw.
Yeah, as you can see, they continue to defend that well because they know it's coming. But, boy, they are, even with a 2-0 lead, this is not a team that's going to let up at all. They're just going to keep going and try to pad that lead.
And that's the reason. Why do people say, well, why does Pierre keep that play going? Well, it's the best play they have. But second of all, they know that Yankton's going to continue to be so aggressive.
Yeah, when you've got a play that works time after time, you don't abandon it. It may not work, 8 out of those 10 times, but those 2 might be the important 2 times they work.
Nobody's perfect. I mean, Coley hasn't even made all of his extra points. He is 14-16, though.
Yeah, he's got a busy week this week.
Big game for Governor football in Yankton, Crane-Youngworth Field. Friday night, 6:30 here on GoGovs Live and the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app and at drgnews.com. That's what we call a segue in the business.
Absolutely. Great job.
Thank you. Here's Terry. Oh, you set it up, man. And Cole, of course, is the place kicker for Governor football. That's why we refer to that. Pierre lost in the regular season last year to Yankton. No, didn't lose twice. They got back at the Bucks in the playoffs. Good play by Aharts to prevent Becker from what would have been an easy one. But that's 6:30 Friday night from now the home of Mount Marty football. Also, Crane-Youngworth Field, first year for the Mount Marty football program this year. One of the best facilities in the state has long been the home for Yankton football. They've had some great teams there in the past. And home for this Buck soccer team, who's trying to go 9-1-1 with their 2-goal lead in the first quarter of the second half here at PILC Soccer Complex. Good run here as Caden Thompson starts it. Oh, but behind Peterson. Right idea, but Peterson couldn't catch up.
Yeah, those rushes come far and few between against this Bucks team, and unfortunately just couldn't cash in on that one.
The recognition good by Thompson to saw that he had a good run. To see that he had a good run. This is intended for Becker, but they say, no, come back here. The restart was way too quick.
Too quick, and he was a little way off.
Just a little bit. In fact, they're going to give a yellow card here.
Ooh.
And it's going to be on the Governors. And it's going to be on Devin Flottmeyer for something that happened over there. So Flottmeyer has a yellow for Pierre, and Will Pavlish has a yellow for Yankton.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened on that one that caused that. I don't know if that was maybe a little talking after a play.
Maybe.
I mean, that could be. I know the judges don't appreciate that very much. And we got Derry coming off, too.
Did he get one? I think he got one as well.
Yeah, it looks like
Oh, boy. Well, that's not what Pierre needs. And Ryland Derry shaking his head as he comes to the bench, wondering what in the heck he did. But he did something or said something, so he has to sit. And there is the other main playmaker on this team, along, of course, with Cole Peterson. But Derry's on the bench. So 2 Governors and 1 Buck on yellow cards. Sent for Gavin Fortner again. Had a good opportunity in this corner a while ago, but Nathan Irishman's there to play it. Carnegie trying to start it for the Governors. Peterson. That's got to be a foul, and it is. That was not an attempt to play the ball there.
No. Gives a chance for his team to catch up with them. Maybe they can get something set up here.
Derry is going to come back in for Pierre. First chance that they can. It's sent wide. Again, if you're new to high school soccer, the rule is when you are issued a yellow card, you do have to come out, and you can't come in until the next time a substitution can be made. And Zach Hebda is back in for Yankton.
And both Derry and Flopmeyer are back in after their yellow cards.
Right.
So does make you wonder what happened out there. That was kind of strange.
What you purported is probably what happened. Probably a little bit too much talking. Derry for Preble. Back to him and trying to find Irshman, but in the way is Zach Hebda. Yankton continuing to lead. Their goals came very early. Braylon Beats in the 2nd minute, Zach Hebda in the 8th minute, both off headers. Becker knocked away, but it's by Pierre. So it is the 8th corner for Yankton. Pierre hasn't had any.
I think it's been a long time since I've seen so many corner kicks for one team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't happen like this, well, at any level, but especially in a high school match that you see a team have this many corners in one match. Good back kick by Schlickenmayer. Here goes Cole Peterson. Room for a moment, but Christian Schaefer was waiting back for Yankton. And that allows Jacob Kirchner to come ahead. Is he onside? Yeah, he's offside. Gage Becker, we mean. First time they've been called.
Kirchner with a great pass, but yeah, the offsides call, thankfully for the Governors.
55th minute at the PILC Soccer Complex. He is Big Daddy Dave Williams. I'm David Pearl. Thank you for joining us. Yankton 2, Pierre 0 as the Bucks try to continue their recent dominance in this series. They're going back to 2014. Yankton is 5-1-2 in boys action against Pierre. The only Governor win coming in 2015 in that stretch, and that was in Yankton at Crane Youngworth Field. Derry. No, says Ethan Yassat. Hebda, who has one of the 2 goals. Knocked away by Tomta. But Yassat, who seems to be around the ball a lot, he's taken a lot of the corners today, too. Off of Pierre for another Yankton throw-in. As Samuel Huber comes into the match, a junior. And that'll give Braylon Beats a little bit of a rest. Well, Pierre had a couple of free kicks earlier in this second half. Tried to create something. But they couldn't take advantage of those chances, and Yankton all along has stayed in the attack end. Up for Becker, and he mishit it. Ahart's able to handle it as Spencer Taylor comes back in for Pierre with Matthias Preble coming out. Yankton, the rest of their schedule, their remaining 2 matches, they will host Aberdeen Central. What a match that should be on Saturday at Crane Youngworth Field. Golden Eagles going into action today, 8-1. Then they'll end their regular season next Tuesday in Sioux Falls against Roosevelt at Howard Woodfield. By the way, Howard Woodfield is the site this year for soccer's state championships. Those will all be on Saturday, October 16th. Alexander Knuckles. Ethan Yassat. And Yankton just controlling it, not forcing things here at all now with a 2-goal lead, but just controlling the ball very, very well.
Yeah, they have done that all game long, even with this 2-goal lead, not, standing pat, but also not being overly aggressive to give up very many opportunities for the Governors.
Tomta for Cole Peterson. He'll try to find Derry, but nope. Milo Johnson is in the way of that. For a moment, it does end up finally with Derry, but again, a pass can't be made through. Hebda. Thompson knocked it away in a good play. Let Bertram head it away. But Huber regains. Now Hebda, but Jeremy Kaniga. Good sliding play to force it out. It is a throw-in this time for Yankton. Huber sent back near the corner, so they treat it like a corner kick, although it officially was not one. And now sent wide, although that was offside. So Pierre down 2-0. Going toward the midway stage of the second half after Yankton scored twice in the first 8 minutes. Pierre at 6-3-1, Yankton at 9-1-1 as we near the end of soccer's regular season. Don't forget Saturday, more home action for the Governors as Derry is denied. Sioux Falls Jefferson comes here. Girls at 1, boys at 3 Saturday. Here at GoGovs Live and at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app and at drgnews.com. Girls with a goalless draw earlier today against Yankton are now at 7-3-1. They'll take on a Jefferson team that is very much struggling in their first year of the program, but not the Cavalier boys. They're number 1 in the seed point standings, and they're unbeaten at 8-0. Only unbeaten team remaining in AA boys soccer. And the Governors will face them here on this field on Saturday afternoon. Yassat. Kirchner couldn't control it. Bertram does instead for a moment. Now they find Huber, and he couldn't send it in front. Kirchner's there to help. But Tomta cleared it away. Peterson trying to make another run. He does control. Wants to find Derry, and he's onside. And is able to deflect it toward the net, but didn't really have a chance to put anything on it.
Yeah, where that pass was, he just wasn't able to get himself set up and get a good foot on that ball.
This one too far, and it's offside anyway. Third offside on Yankton. Again, even with a 2-goal lead, not letting up. Still wanting to attack. And again, you wear Pierre down as much mentally as physically that way, too. We say that about having to defend all the time, but it starts to get in the Governors' heads maybe. Good grief, they're coming at us again. Goal kick for Pierre, but Time continues to tick away. Cole Peterson is back in. Yankton's Cole Peterson is back in. Minute 61. Can easily tell the difference. I mean, not just because of jerseys, from Yankton's Cole Peterson and Pierre's Cole Peterson. Peterson runs like an elk. Peterson
does.
a Pierre. Cole Peterson for Yankton is kind of built like a little linebacker.
A little beefier.
Mm-hmm. Kirchner. Cole Peterson's on the left. This is a good cross by Becker. Nearly made it 3-0.
Didn't miss that upper corner by much.
First shot in a while for Yankton, but they've now had 10. They've outshot Pierre 10-5. Well, 2 what is a big deficit probably seemingly for Pierre. 3 probably we would have felt just about impossible.
Oh, absolutely. The way that this Bucks team is playing, the go, go, go and push, 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 it would be hard to come back from that.
Derry couldn't even find Peterson because Milo Johnson's in the way. Milo Johnson hasn't played a lot of minutes, but when he has, he's been in the way of the team in green. Kirchner. Now just trying to spread Pierre out. They came in. Dave Dannon brings Yankton team with a plan today, and they have just done it as well as you can. Sent high and wide by Milo Johnson.
Yeah, they have executed very well. They are all over the field. They are so fast. My goodness. I mean, we know Pierre is quick, but you've got a few players that are quick. But this Yankton team as a whole is just fast.
It seems like they've got 6-7 guys on the field at any one time that use their speed to their advantage. Bertram dealing with Kirchner, and it ends up on Yankton's feet again with Samuel Huber. But there's Spencer Taylor for Pierre. But way too far ahead of Derry. Nobody ahead for Yassat, so Carson Ahart's at the edge of where he can handle it, does. A bounce over Peterson. And Johnson ahead again for Yankton. Yassat. And a Pierre team just hoping one of these long plays can work. 2 worked earlier for Cole Peterson, and he just missed them both. Bertram. But again, if it's not one pass, it's certainly no more than 2 that the Governors can complete before Yankton puts themselves in the way of it. Good ball here for Huber. But upended with the ball first by Schlickenmeyer, and it ends up in the hands of Carson Aharts.
Yeah, that was a great play there by Schlickenmeyer, getting to the ball, disrupting the forward momentum, giving Aharts a chance to get to it.
Right to Derry. Bertram trying to catch up, but Kirchner beats him to it. Cole Peterson of Yankton. Ooh, good play by Caden Thompson. Now finds Derry. On the left flank is Peterson, but it's the return for Thompson. Looking for someone in front. It went off of Loest and stayed in play. It's not even a throw-in. Yankton controls.
Great opportunity there for Thompson. Loest just barely in the right position.
They try to send it in front again. Derry. One of the few good chances for the Governors. But again, it can't happen for them, and Yassat just sends it ahead, but the foul will send it Pierre's way. Stephen Blanchette will come in at the next opportunity. In fact, Pierre's making 4 substitutions. Blanchette, Matthias Preibel, Caden Aharts, and Nathan Ershman, all waiting to come in, as is Zach Hebda for Yankton, as now will Alexander Knuckles. Handled here by Zachary Loest. Shots are 11-6 for Yankton. Goals are 2-0 for Yankton. Braylon Beats and Zach Hebda within the first 8 minutes. So it's been 2-0 for a mighty long time. Derry, just stripped from behind again. Preble with a little traffic, so it's back to Aharts. Up for Bertram. There's still time for Pierre, but got to make something happen. Oh, that was a little late by Cole Peterson of Yankton.
Yeah, we've seen a little overly aggressive here the last couple of minutes by the Bucks.
Derry trying to make a run. Tomta got turned around. And it's back to midfield for Yankton. But a foul sends it Pierre's way with a free kick. But a first chance is sent back to midfield right away. Preble trying to ward Peterson away. But it went for a throw-in, and now all these substitutions can be made. There have been 6 players waiting for about 5 minutes to come in. It will be a Yankton throw-in. In their offensive third as they continue a 2-0 lead here in Pierre. Knuckles send it in front. Aharts with his 5th save on 12 Yankton shots. Huber. Carnegie knocked it away. Preble couldn't catch up with Becker. Now he does. Looks like another corner, though. Which will be number 9 in this match for Yankton. '70th minute. It's getting late for Pierre. They're 2 down still. Across the goal line, make it another corner. They're 10th. In front, Ahart's trying to punch it away. Does with some traffic. Preble sent it in front. That's Hebda who's still down over there. Big collision. They're going to play on here, but Hebda is just up to one knee and now to his feet. And when Ahart's punched that out, I think that follow-through smack-zagged Hebda.
He's giving the thumbs up that, yeah, I'm okay, but, yeah, I think they want to try and get someone in for him.
And that's Sam Herbert wearing 2 in white. And Dave Dannenbring's going to look at Hebda and just say, hey, I get it, but let's make sure you're okay. And he will come back in the next opportunity. As Zach Hebda said again, no, Coach, I'm okay. And he's played a very good match.
He has, but good to take that precaution, make sure everything's okay.
Caden Aharts, the 7th grader, again with a chance to be in that position where Cole Peterson normally would be. He's taking a little bit of a rest, but he is on the side. He'll come in at the next opportunity to substitute for Pierre as we're in the last 10 minutes of this match. Still 2-0 Yankton, and both goals came in the first 8 minutes. Now before this restart, Caden Thompson and Cole Peterson come back in for Pierre, and it's Zach Hebda right back on the field for Yankton. Thompson off the restart. This is Stephen Blanchette. Peterson tried to control, got a little bit caught up with his cleats. And speeding out of there is Will Pavlish. Remember, he's on a yellow card, as are 2 Governors, Darian Flottmeyer. But it's Yassad who seems to end up with every loose ball for Yankton. Gage Becker is onside. Clear almost didn't happen, and now all Pierre can do is kick it out for a throw-in, as the clear indeed did not happen. And Yankton thought they had a third a while ago, but just missed. But they've got to feel like a third would really sew this match up.
Yeah, and they continue to push. They're not quite as aggressive as they were in the first half, but still not letting up on this Governor defense.
That through ball is too far for Hebden, and Pierre will have a goal kick. '74th minute. It's really late now from Pierre's point of view. Yassat wants Huber. Aharts is there to keep it away from him, however. And Pierre will try to take advantage of some numbers and restart, but again, only one pass works. Yassat for Hebda. For Becker. 2 heads out, but not all the way out, and Yassat controls again and fires it high and wide.
Goodness, the way these Bucks have been playing all game long. The Governors, probably, you've got to swear there's at least another couple extra players out there for the Bucks because they're all over the place. Doesn't matter where they send the ball, there are a couple of Bucks or more.
They're all over us like the insects that seem to be flying toward us and landing on our arms. And
lousy mosquitoes have come out.
Yes. They call them pest for a reason, and they're being pest. And Pierre has been pestered all day by this excellent Yankton team. Their credentials, well, they spoke for themselves. 8-1-1, and we have saw very quickly why they have that record. 4th in the seed point standings. So again, if Pierre can't come back today, and again, thinking of hopes for a home first-round playoff match, it would have to be, if they can't win today, it would have to be with an upset of Sioux Falls Jefferson on Saturday, or there wouldn't be any doubt then that the Governors almost certainly would be on the road on October 5th for the first round of the AA playoffs in boys soccer. The girls, a goalless draw earlier today against Yankton, and 2 struggling opponents coming up, so as long as the Governors can take care of that, they were 4th in the seed point standings coming in today. It'll be hard for there not to be a home first-round match for the Governor girls on the 5th of October. And we will have coverage of Governor Playoff Soccer. And we'll let you know more about that soon. Derry, here comes a rush for Pierre. There's still time. If Derry can make something happen, Kirchner doing well to stay with him and force Derry wide. That's just outstanding by Kirchner.
The defense has been there and solid all day long for Yankton. They've just, put their markers on Peterson and Derry, and they've just been all over them.
Well, that's a senior defender, an experienced player. And knew the only mission there, force 9 and green wide, and that's exactly what he did. Hebda with the interception, finds Becker again. Cross too high for Huber. Blanchette sends it out. Pierre can start with Peterson for a moment, but brought in by Will Pavlish. And now by Knuckles for Becker, and now for Hebda, and he's onside. A save, the rebound's in. Knuckles put in the rebound of the Zach Hebda shot. And the mouth got a lot taller for Pierre in the 77th minute. The goal by Alexander Knuckles on the rebound makes it 3-0 Yankton.
And that's what they've done all day long. Create opportunities this second half. Yeah, they had the 2-0 lead. They've been pushing not hard, but they've been attacking, and finally got that opportunity where they turned a push ahead by the Pierre Governors right back around on them.
15 shots now for Yankton with those two. The 15th being the goal on the rebound by Knuckles. So 3-0 Yankton with just over 3 minutes to play, and now the Governors just have to take every chance they can, but this has been all Yankton and a most impressive effort from a team that will have to be considered as, well, there are several favorites. We've talked of Jefferson, Central, Stevens, Aberdeen Central. We mean Stevens, Spearfish, not a bad team, but when we get to October, this Yankton team is going to have to be considered one of the favorites in AA boys soccer.
Yeah, they are definitely in the conversation for sure.
Shot number 16 is the 7th save for Carson Aharts. Down to the last couple of minutes. Derry, and again, one pass can't be completed. Just over 2 minutes to play. We're in the 78th minute. Yankton now 3-0 up on Pierre. Knuckles, who scored the third. They restart quickly. Comes into Aharts, who missed it, and Becker put it in.
Trying to be aggressive there and just control the ball, but unfortunately that one backfiring on Aharts. He couldn't get a hold of it, and Becker was right there to pounce on it.
Gage Becker, the senior, extends the Yankton lead to 4-0, and I would say that scoreline pretty accurately reflects the way this match has gone. An excellent team, with the exception of 2 chances in the first half from Cole Peterson and a couple of free kick opportunities early in the second half. They've really shut the Governors down. And they'll improve to 9-1-1. Pierre will be 6-4-1. And again, it will not be any easier for Pierre on Saturday, taking on the unbeaten Cavaliers of Sioux Falls Jefferson. Girls first at 1 o'clock here on Saturday. The boys at 3. We'll have them both for you here at GoGovsLive.com and at the River 92.7 page, at the DRG News app, and at drgnews.com. Zachary Loest handles it for the first time in a long while off a free kick. Here's Becker again. He just scored. Looks for Huber. Make it 5.
And like we said all game long, they were content with that 2-goal lead, but they kept pushing, and they're not going to let up. This is a team that they're going to keep going until the final horn,
which is a little under 40 seconds away. So it is Beets, Hebda, Knuckles, Becker, Huber. They're the goal scorers for Yankton. Pierre still in it, but not now until the very end. And Yankton has pulled away, knowing that Pierre would take some chances. They'd like another one. Here comes Becker again. Still a few seconds to go. And he's just grabbed and pulled down by Caden Thompson. But will they have an opportunity here? There are only 7 seconds to go. They can kick it if they hurry. And Aharts knocks it away, and the Yankton Bucks complete a thorough victory over the Pierre Governors. 5-0. That was impressive.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, right from the opening kick, you could see the confidence there. You can tell why they're 8-1-1. They are fast. They're big. And they really do a great job of spreading the ball around the field, just keeping you off balance and creating opportunities where in the first half it was wham bam, and then they just kept attacking, and here at the end, paid off some more.
When Pierre had to take their chances. All right, buddy, we'll do again on Saturday. Looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
Thanks to Athletic Director Brian Mosier here at Pierre, and thanks to Mr. Caleb Brozick for taking care of the video. For Big Daddy Dave Williams, I'm David Burrell. Girls action earlier today, a goalless draw between Yankton and Pierre, and in boys action, all Yankton, an impressive Bucks team, 5-0 over the Pierre Governors. Back with you Saturday, 1 o'clock for Governors soccer with a doubleheader against Sioux Falls Jefferson. But before that, don't forget Friday night football from Yankton, the Governors and Bucks at 6:30 here on GoGovs Live and the River 92.7 page and on River 92.7. Thanks for watching, and good night from Pierre.